port for a monitor. Okay, so first let's go to driver part. So what is the work of the driver? First part, it will convert packet label to pin label. Okay, so packet label to pin label means in the generator, whatever the data we are generating, that is in a packet format. If you remember, in the generator, I have written that transaction dot randomize. Then in the mailbox, I was writing put mailbox name let M1, or I can write mailbox M1 dot put transaction. Okay, so here I am just putting the, here I am putting total the packet. Okay, but my duty, how data should be transferred to duty through the pins. Okay, so here only one packet is generated. So now I cannot direct give this packet to duty because let's take the example of FIFO. In the FIFO, I have clock reset, leave about clock reset. Then I have write enable, read enable, data in. So total 3 pins are there. Again, my data in is of 8 bits. So I can say 8 plus 2, 10 pins are there. So I cannot just give total transaction or total packet to it. So in the driver, what I will do, first I will get data from the mailbox. So mailbox M2 dot, sorry, M1 dot get transaction. Okay, then interface dot write enable equal to transaction dot write enable. Then interface dot read enable equal to transaction dot read enable. Then interface dot w data is equal to transaction dot w data. So this is how I am converting. This is the packet format. Now it is assigned to the interface signals. Just 1 minute. So this one is my duty. So whatever the values I'll be providing to duty through the interface I'll be providing, because interface means here addition and deletion of data will be easy. Now here is my driver. So here it is my generator. So from the generator, driver will get the data in the packet format. This is just one packet. Now its driver was to provide it to interface through the pin level. Okay, so now this is how we are converting packet level to pin level. So this part everyone understood what I am doing here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
ma'am, ma'am, why we are using non-blocking assignments? While
here we will be assigning non-blocking assignment because whatever the values, all the values should be transferred at one time. See, if there are blocking assignments, there is a chance that blocking assignments means immediately the value will get updated. So here some values are there. This is my duty. Let inside this duty some blocks are there. Okay, some whatever the inputs I am giving, that inputs are going to here. Then it is working. Okay, so there is a chance that if it is a combination circuit and these things are my sequential circuit, this kind of scenario, immediately this block will get updated and its output will come, and maybe I get the wrong result. So whatever the inputs I am giving, all the inputs simultaneously should affect the duty. It's not like that first one input, then another input, then another input. No, at a time all the inputs should go to duty. So that's why we are using non-blocking assignment for the input. Output you can use blocking or non-blocking, that is none of our concern, but for the input you must be using non-blocking. because I want that at a time all the values should get to duty, should go to duty. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is through the interface. Okay, now in the interface last time I have just initialized only the signals, but in the interface I can have the mode port, I can have the clocking block also. So let you have the clocking block, then how we will write interface dot mode port name dot signal name. Let signal name is write enable equal to tr dot write enable. This is if you have only mode port. Let you have clocking block and mode port, then interface, then mode port, then clocking block. You have to total give the hierarchical path, because if you are using clocking block means your signal is inside the clocking block. So inside the clocking block means with respect to clock it will work. So dot write enable equal to tr dot write enable. So this is how you will convert from packet level to pin level. This is if you have simple interface. If you have mode port, then give hierarchical path like this. If you have mode port plus clocking block, then give hierarchical path like this. So now this is how you are converting from pin level to packet level to pin level. In driver, it has another work also. It is decided when to drive which signal. It is not like that every time it is going to transfer the signal. There is a condition, like just take up this FIFO. I am not going to drive this W data all the time. Whenever my write enable signal is equal to 1, at that time only drive the W data. Okay, so when to drive which signal? So in the driver, first you will check if transaction dot write enable equal to 1, then only drive the signals. Right, operation related signals you have to drive. Begin.
Ma'am, using this clocking block also we have to go for
Yes,
non-blocking, right?
Yes. Input signals means you have to use only non-blocking.
Okay.
Okay, so this is whenever there is write enable, transfer this data only. So these things is done in the driver. So driver code, it may be like looks simple, I don't know, but the driver code is very important, because here if you are doing any mistake, then even if your design is correct, then it is going to give you the wrong output. So here you have to be careful when to drive which data. So this is whenever write enable signal is equal to 1, at that time only drive the write related signals. Okay, now next in the driver, you can sample the output. It's optional, because output signal it is required in the monitor. Monitor is going to transfer those signals to scoreboard. So in the driver, it is optional. You can sample the output signals or you can sample. It's up to you. So let you want to sample the output signal. So write operation related output signals are what? PR dot my overflow signal and full signals. So these two lines are optional, but in the monitor it is compulsory, but in the driver it is optional. So it's up to you this part, but this part it is necessary.